Hey Namaste, this is Sacredowl with another chapter of Real Talk with Sacredowl. Today I want to talk to you about an energy of what we call letting it be. Let it go. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means that when we are stressed out and when we're having a lot of problems in life, sometimes we put more thought into it and then we aggravate the problem or enlarge the problem to the point that we're not able to manage it anymore. And there's an ancient wisdom called letting it be. Just let it be. There's a trust in the universe that if you were to be at peace with something, it will resolve itself in the long run. Well, does that mean that you sit and do nothing? Well, almost, yeah. Unless you get significant signs to go ahead and step into that reality and say, let me just try to make this work this way, you're not letting it be. There's an old song by the Beatles that says that one of the verses says, and when broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. Well, that's the reality of things. Everything will draw itself out to a conclusion if you just allow it to be. See, trusting the frequency and trusting the rhythm that it will work out for you, as long as you project the right energy into it, you will attract whatever it is you need to attract as a solution. But you gotta let it be. If you have a friend or a person or an acquaintance that's talking about you, for example, and you respond to it, you're feeding that talk, you're feeding that gossip. But if you let it be, guess what happens? It dwindles down, it dies. There's no more energy left for that. If there's a problem at home, like example, if you have a 5-year-old child that's throwing a tantrum, that's crying and crying and crying, and if you just walk away and just let it be, guess what happens? The energy of that child will dwindle to the point that it stops to cry. People out there, we put too much energy into trying to resolve and fix things instead of putting enough energy into trusting that we are there, everything is going to work itself out perfectly. But that trust means that you have to let go of this thing called what? Control. Yeah, it's hard. We've been taught all life, you gotta make sure this is working. You gotta have a plan, you gotta have a plan, you gotta have a plan. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have one, but what I'm saying is that once you put your plan into effect, let it be. Pay attention to the breadcrumbs when they come. If there's signs, make a left, go right, go do this, or pick that up, or do a video, or whatever the case may be, then you follow through with that. But you don't start to manipulate or try to tinker with it, because when you over tinker with something, it does not come out the way it needs to be. Remember, the universe wants to assist you and help you if you're in the right energy of it. But you have to get out of the way of it. You have to what? Let it be. There's a first line in that Beatles song. It says, when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Well, in their belief system, Mother Mary was the one that solved all the problems for him. So it's basically saying, Spirit, the universe will resolve itself. But you gotta let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. All of us who suffer from wanting to, what they call control or manipulate or over control a situation, we sit there and we actually add to the aggravation of that situation and make it actually worse than we're making it any better. Let things go. Let it be. Don't worry about it. If there's a problem at work and somebody's talking about you behind your back, let it be. Who cares? What's it gonna do? Once you get confronted with something, then you sit back and you step into it. But most times, if there's a bill, if there's a problem, what are you going to do? If you don't have the money to pay something, if you don't have the situation to pay it, you have to let it be. You can't worry about it because it makes the situation worse. I'm not saying that if your car breaks down, leave it on the side of the road. What I'm saying to you is that things will work itself out if you sit back and allow it to. Letting it be is the energy of allowance. Allow the universe to give you what you want. Allow the situations to connect. Allow those energies to be your best friend. Because why? You need to let it be so that way you can live your life and be in your own happiness. Happiness is not a state, it's not a forced state. Happiness is a state of mind. Let it be and you'll find your happiness. Let it be and you will become one with everything that's around you. Let it be and you will find that peace that you so deserve. Hey, this is Sacredowl. Thanks for your support. Hit me up at www.theelectricradioshow.com or go to my YouTube channel, Sacredowl Quinones. Peace, love. I love you. Namaste.